this is Shweta. I'm pursuing my MBA in AAM Business School. Today I'm going to give you a book review about a wonderful book which everyone should read. 9 Lies About Work, a free thinking leader's guide to the real world. And the authors of this books were Marcus Buckingham and Ashley Godel. Marcus Buckingham is a global researcher and the author of business books including Break All the Rules and Discover Your Strength, etc. And Ashley Godel is a Senior Vice President of Leadership and Team Intelligence at Cisco Systems. The workplace of today is full of system, processes and tools. But for the most part, they are deeply flawed and work against the idea that you should have the ability to express what's unique about you in the work you do every day. That's why the global worker engagement is less than 20%. Specifically, there are 9 myths or lies which will get pushed you at daily are simply not true. They aim to satisfy organizations' need for control more than anything else. Replace them with the 9 truths and prosper. We came to think of our audience not as the new leader but as a free thinking leader. A leader who embraces the world in which the weird uniqueness of each individual is not seen as flawed to be ground down but as a worth engaging with the raw materials for healthy, ethical, thriving organizations. A leader who rejects dogma instead seeks out evidences, who values emergent patterns above received wisdom, who thrills to the powers of teams, who puts faith in findings, not philosophy. And all above, a leader who knows that the only way to make the world better tomorrow, to have the courage and to wit to face. Yes, how it really is today, this is for you. Line number 1. People care which company they work for, but it's not the truth. And the truth is, people care which team they are on, because that's where the real world work happens. Line number 2. The best plan always works. Not at all. And the truth is, the best intelligence wins. Because the world moves too fast for plans to matter much. Line number 3. The best companies cascade goals. No. The best companies cascades meaning. Because people want to know what they all share in this world. Line number 4. The best people are well-rounded. No. The best people are spiky. The humans, they have unique features and they are not at all a bug. Line number 5. People need feedback. No, not at all. People doesn't want your feedbacks. What they need is your attention. Because we all want to be seen for how we are at our best and not at our worst times. Line number 6. People can reliably rate other people. No, people can reliably rate their own experiences because at the end of the day, that's all we have and we need our own experiences. Line number 6. People have potential. No, people have momentum because we all move through life differently. We have all different lives. Line number 8. Work-life balance matters most. No, not at all. Love in work matters the most because when you look at it, that's what it really works for. Line number 9. Leadership is a thing. No. We all follow spikes because strangely enough, spikes brings us certainty. And this is the summary of the book. I would recommend you all to go through this book which have lot of insights about the work. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Jai Lakshmi to talk about the book Connect the Dots, successful story of entrepreneurs, written by Rashmi Bansal. Rashmi Bansal is a writer, entrepreneur and a motivational speaker. First, we saw Sumita Ramkar's successful and inspiration story. Sumita is a South Bombay girl. She studied BSc Chemistry and she got married on 1976. She was only 22. It was a well-to-do family, but her dream not come true. She feels that she was to do something. That something was the idea of cream bleach. At that time, there is no cream bleach available in the market. People use a bleaching powder with liquid hydrogen peroxide and liquid ammonia. Powdered bleach burned their face. She said, I just found what I would have liked to use, which was not available in the market. Along with her IIM brother Sunil, who was equally bored by this unchallenging job at Air India. Sunita built a chemistry laboratory in her own kitchen to try different combinations of ingredients. With little knowledge of chemistry between them, they started experimenting with raw materials. Following 2 years of trials and errors, they arranged a perfect formula. The formula was Desi. The strategy was simple: get a group of women and give them demo. Since the effect of the bleach was instantaneous, took about 15 minutes. The news spread through the word of mouth. Femme therefore decided to call it in-store bleach, and they started a demo by demo, area by area, until conquered the customers and shelf space. It took a year to distribution in Mumbai and another rest of in India. As the demand grew, the bleach went tubes into jars. The company also branched out other products like hair removal creams and liquid soap wash. Therefore, the choice being based on the motto of the giving people something they want and was not available in the market. The turnover for the company in the first year was 1.1 lakh. 8 years later, the sales had to over 100 crores. It finally sold to a dauber. Now Sunita is engaged in new chapter of her life, working at Mitchell Groups, which produces a whitening products for the African Americans. Sunil will take over the specialty chemical unit to sum up her life in her own words. I bargained for a small business with a little bit of pocket money coming in, but every day we had a new experience, new learnings, and we just grew with it. And sometimes that's the best way to do. Ramnakar's advice to young entrepreneurs: if you want to start a business, I would say find out something which is not available and which people want. A hunger, a need, or say a service or a product, then go out and satisfy the needs in the best way possible. You need to be educated thoroughly in that line or in general. Then go all out and satisfy the delight the person with fulfillment of needs. Grow the niche, and then when you have the money, the world is at your feet. You can do anything in that line or in a different line. The next successful and inspiring story about Prem Ganapati, founder of Dosa Plaza. Prem Ganapati is an Indian entrepreneur and the founder of Dosa Plaza, a restaurant chain. The chain currently has 72 outlets in India, Oman, New Zealand, and UAE. The restaurant offers 105 variety of dosas to its customers. Born in a small village in Tamil Nadu, Ganapati started his business with a meager investment. His story is very inspiring, shows us that dedication, hard work, and passion are the keys to success. Let's see Prem Ganapati's successful story. Prem Ganapati was born in a small village called Nagalapuram in the Thoothukudi district of Tamil Nadu. After finishing 10th standard, he left school and moved to Chennai in search of a job. After working multiple jobs in Chennai and trying to support his family, he ran away to Mumbai in 1990. Unfortunately, he faced several challenges during his initial days in Mumbai. Ganapati had no money and didn't know the local languages. He failed to find a job. One day, a Tamil family saw him and helped him find a job. Finally, he got a job and washed the dishes. He did not lose hope and started working at other restaurants and bakeries to earn money. He has finally saved some money and after 2 years and decided to start his own business. With a meager investment of rupees 1000, Prem Ganapati started selling dosas. He rented a shop in 1997 offered a wide variety of dosas to his customers. He wanted to stand out and create something different. In 2003, Ganapati opened his first outlet in mall located in Vashi, Mumbai. After there was no looking back. From having no money to start his own business, Ganapati worked hard to make his dream come true. What made Ganapati's dosas business stand out from the rest was his wide variety of dosas such as Szechuan dosas, paneer chili dosas and spring roll dosas. Currently, his restaurant offered 105 variety of dosas. By 2005, Dosa Plaza had outlets in 7 different locations in India. In 2008, Ganapati entered the international market that opened outlets in New Zealand. In 2011, he opened his first store in Dubai. The restaurant chain has 72 outlets in India, Oman, New Zealand and UAE. He turned his rupees 1000 business into rupees 30 crores with hard work and the next successful and inspiring story about Mahadevan, founder of Hot Breads. 60-year-old Mahadevan is today Chennai's most known restaurant owner and baker, popularly known as Hot Breads Mahadevan, the owner of multi-million-dollar bread enterprises. Mahadevan was born and brought up in Modumalai. His parents were doctors. He took interest in business and did his post-graduation in commerce. After joining Madras University in 1979 as an assistant professor, his passion to start a restaurant, he started working at a hotel, cleaning tables, serving foods, and trying to understand the way the restaurant business works. He said, "My interest in the hotel industry begins after reading Arthur Haley's Hotel. In hindsight, I feel what attracted me to the hotel industry was people. I love meeting people. My parents also met people, but only those who were pain and misery. And I want to meet people who are happy. Those who come to the bakery or restaurant are always in a joyful mood." Today, Mahadevan runs 3 companies in the south: Hot Breads, Copper Chimney South India, and Oriental Cuisines. Presently, there are 30 Hot Breads outlets in Chennai, 2 in Puducherry and 14 in West Asia, and 1 in Europe. Copper Chimney South India has many restaurants and outlets under its umbrella. As for Mahadevan, the sky is the only limit. Mahadevan's advice to young entrepreneurs: income minus expenditure equal to profit. In one simple line, you should never forget. I always say, do your homework. And we have a policy to measure twice and cut once. Don't measure at all and you keep cutting. So, if I am developing affordable teppanyaki, I must know how much is the duty to import the rice wine. You have to know what you are doing. If not, join hands with someone who does. You have to have that fire. I don't accept defeat. Thank you. I like the inspiring entrepreneur stories from the Connected Dot books. Thank you.
Hi everyone, so I'm here to present my book, reading it out, The Making of McDonald's 1977 by Ray Kroc. So, The Making of McDonald's is a 1977 memoir by Ray Kroc, the businessman behind the world-famous hamburger chain. Kroc discusses the story of his career, which wasn't one of instant of linear success. Instead, Kroc worked most of his career as a typical salesman, first selling one product, then other. It wasn't until late in his career, at the age of 52, that he met the McDonald's brother and turned their small fast food operation into an international success. In this process, Kroc changed everything about the American restaurant industry. Harvard Business School has called him the service sector's equivalent to Henry Ford. Kroc started small business, but his business sense was always strong. He wore simple paper cups because he saw a future in them. He believed America was moving towards disposable goods. He learned how to scope out his customer base and how to cater them. Kroc's life changed when he discovered the Multimixer, a 6-spindle milkshake machine that could wipe up multiple shakes quickly. He saw it as a remarkable invention and signed up to sell them immediately. He even tried to convince his paper cup company to start selling them as well. But the company declined. Kroc cut ties with the company to sell multiplexes on his own. But then his paper cup company argued that since he was still an employee when he signed his contract with the Multimixer company, the contract belonged to them. They demanded 60% of his new business in exchange of some much needed startup capital. It was a bad deal, but Kroc seemed to have no alternative. He accepted but struggled to make a living on only 40% of his income. Kroc refers to his part of life as the first time he had to grade it out. He noted that without his adversity, he might not have possessed the perseverance to succeed later on, turn McDonald's into a global franchise. So as Kroc is selling his Multimixer to dairy bars and soda containers, he begins to about a San Bernardino, California restaurant operated by a McDonald's brother. Intrigued, Kroc files out to meet the owner. He is immediately impressed with the speed of services and tells the brother that he's never come across another restaurant in the country that operates like there. He encourages the McDonald's brother to open a chain of restaurants, saying it would help them both. They would have more business and he'd sell more Multimixer. And the brother agrees to let Kroc handle opening more stores and sign a contract with him. Kroc writes that but by the time he was a battle-scarred brother of business with failing health, he believed his best years were still ahead. Opening the second McDonald's location wasn't easy. Kroc struggled with quality control at first. He couldn't get the fries to taste right, even with the McDonald's brothers' secret techniques. Finally, Kroc contacts expert at the Potato and Onion Association and walks them step by step through his French fry process until they pinpoint what's missing. A supplier later tells Kroc that he is not only in the burger business, he is in the French fry business because McDonald's fries are so much better than the competition. As McDonald's expands, most new location or franchise allowing small business to through as they operate one or multiple location. Kroc also notes that franchise owners ultimately help expand the brand menu, offering like the Filet fish, the Big Mac, and the egg muffins, all originated with franchise. And the owners benefit from the brand recognized and advertising on a national level. Everyone knows McDonald's. Kroc's success depends on business sense, stress management, and the thrift. He was careful on not to extravagant with the company's money, and he practiced techniques to manage stress when overwhelmed with complications of running an ever expanding company. His commitment to a franchise stores helped scale the McDonald's chain at a steady pace while encouraging entrepreneurship in Ignity. Grading it out, Apply shows how Kroc built McDonald's into what is today, for better or worse. He demonstrated his head of business throughout the book, showing why he built the chain the way he did and the challenges he faced along the way. The book demonstrates that it isn't necessary to be a product to become a success. It can happen at any age, given the right area, time, and place. The book is routinely suggested as recommended reading for salespeople and family entrepreneurs. So thank you. This is all about the book, and thank you once again for the wonderful opportunity for giving this to present here. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, I'm John Emmanuel. I'm pursuing my MBA in AIM Business School, Chennai, Nungambakkam. Today I'm going to talk about the book which inspired me a lot, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, written by Stephen Covey. What is success? After 200 years of experience, definition of success is changed. The author gives you the recent data of 50 years of experience. The personality ethics is the definition of success. So author gave you 7 habits that achieve your goals and change your personality. So let's go to the topic number 1. Habit number 1, be proactive. The author says 2 circles. Circle of concern, which we not control. Example, weather, others' opinion, and your others' mistakes. Politics, economics, people what think about you. These are circles which we can control. And circle number 2, circle of influence, which can control. Attitude, education, skills you learned, habits and hobbies. The author says circle of concern is reactive, circle of influence is proactive. Reactive people always complain about their situation. Proactive people focus on the thing which they can control. For example, teacher failed 2 students in the exam. One student says, teacher is not capable, so he blames on teacher. Student number 2 says that I need to study more, so nobody can blame me. So guys, be responsible and be proactive in your life. Habit number 2, begin with end in mind. All things are created twice, one in mind, another one real world. Mind, ask question to yourself, what do you want in your life? Where did you see yourself in next 5 years? If not, you are aimless. Always make a personal mission. It can change the world. Dream big. Don't self-doubt yourself. Only you can write your script in your life. Habit number 3. Put first thing first. Put your action into reality. We need to examine our daily activity routine every day morning. Ask question yourself. What is most important thing in this morning? Focus on the thing which really matters to you. Be organized in work, lead stress-free life. Make a timetable, complete your work on time. The author says that the first 3 rules will help a person to become independent. Habit number 4. Think win-win. There is win and lose, lose and win. It is a typical mindset of human beings. It's very bad mindset. And there is another situation called think win-win. This type of mindset everyone should have. Think win-win means sharing your knowledge together, and gaining profit together, and making everyone winner in the situation. So think win-win. Habit number 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. The author and his son has a conversation about an issue. He went to his friend and said that my son is not understanding my situation. So that friend replied to him, your son is not understanding your situation. First, you listen to your son about the situation. We all see our world in our own perspective and our own experience. It is bad, right? We need to understand others' opinion, and it is known as empathy listening. Great leaders are great listeners. Habit 6. Synergy. The idea of synergy is bringing different kind of people, different opinion, different idea to the table. We must celebrate them. As an individual, we work smarter, but as a team, we can work even more smarter. Habit number 7. Sharpen the saw. Let's go with an example. The old man asked the boy, why did not you sharpen the saw? It takes 6 hours to cut a tree. The boy replied, I don't have time to sharpen the saw. The old man said that if you take 1 hour to sharpen your saw, you can cut the tree in 3 hours. Example suits for all human beings. We need to sharpen the 4 areas. Number 1, physical, exercise. Number 2, spiritual, yoga and meditation. Number 3, cognitive health, reading books, music and explore the world. Number 4, most important thing, social relationship, spending time with family and friends. This is self-investment to avoid stress and improve yourself. Okay guys, these are 7 habits to improve your skills and your knowledge to achieve your goals. I hope you will follow this. I am going to end this video with the quote of the author. To achieve your goals which you never achieved before, start doing the things which you never done before. Thank you guys. Signing off from John Emmanuel from AM Business School. Goodbye.
Hi, good evening. This is Nitish. I am here to say about the Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a wonderful book. I have read that. I have gained a lot of knowledge by reading this book. It is very helpful for me. And the author of this book is Robert Kiyosaki, and he is the author of the book Rich Dad and Poor Dad. And the book is published in 1997. And he is a Japanese person, Robert Kiyosaki, and this book was sold almost 32 million copies, and it was converted into 50 other languages. From English, it was converted into 50 other languages also. And the author, the Robert Kiyosaki, what he said in the book is he has two fathers. One is his own father, and one is his friend's father. Like his friend's father, his father. He quotes his father as a poor dad, and he quotes he says his friend's father is a rich dad, because his father studied in a Stanford University and he works as a lecturer, whereas his friend's father is a he is a school dropout person, and he is running a own business, and he is one of the billionaire in the city. So in this book, what Robert Kiyosaki says that the mindset of a poor dad and the mindset of a rich dad, because his own dad, his poor dad, used to work as a lecturer after studying. Both rich dad and poor dad, both persons are very good persons. Where they came to this position by their hard work only. They are very committed to their work. They are very committed and very dedicated towards their work. But whereas poor dad, he completed his education in Stanford University and is working as a lecturer for 50,000 rupees of salary. Whereas rich dad, he is running his own company. So one day, his friend, they both used to study in the same class only. So basically, what poor dad says, what is the main mindset? If we saw some car, what poor dad says, we can't afford it. Basically, poor dad says we can't afford it. Like we see a Mercedes, we like the car, but what poor dad says, we can't afford it. But whereas a rich dad says, how can we afford it? Like, how can I buy it? This is the mindset. And whereas in the poor dad says that always what he says, he says about something that we should run a life like this, that and all. Whereas a rich dad says when business topics, how we should earn money. Like poor dad says how should we earn money, but rich dad says how money works, how money should work for us. This is the both difference between rich dad and poor dad. And rich dad says that rich dad quotes that and one thing, when the passive income, when we have only one income, when we have only one income in your life, like salary, it's only one income in our life. Like there is no passive income for us, no. Then we are one step away from the poverty line. That's what rich dad says. Rich dad always says that he will discuss how to earn money in life, and he says all the stuff and all. One day rich dad takes Robert Kiyosaki and his son to board meeting, and he will take these two guys to board meeting and to know whether how he is doing that board meetings, that and all. After that, what rich dad says, start. What rich dad says, we have to so many people, you know, like in KBC, Kaun Barega Karorpati program, Amitabh Bachchan program, one guy earned almost 5 crores, and after 3 to 4 years he went to bankruptcy because of the financial lack of financial education. Because in our schools, in our colleges, no one teaches financial education. I think it's the main important to one person should definitely want to gain some financial education. What Poor Dad teaches, one person, what Rich Dad teaches, you know, we have to first we have to invest, and after that we have to spend. Like we have to invest first, later on with remaining amount we have to spend. That's what Rich Dad quotes. And some people buy houses. House is not a liability. What Rich Dad says, you know, assets, we should buy assets. Assets means it will generate money for us. Like we have to buy some invest in stocks, or else invest in stock market, real estate, bonds. Like that we should do some investments. And what Rich Dad says, you know, what he says means about tax. What he says, one should think like a employer, not like a employee. What is an employer? Employer means employee. He receives salary after cutting the taxes, whereas employer, after paying all the stuff, he can pay the tax to the government. After doing all the stuff, he will pay the tax to the government. Whereas in case of employee, in the first itself the tax will be cutted for him when amount is credited for the employee. That's what he says. And what Rich Dad says, one should have a business, and after reading this book, I got immense of knowledge about financial education, and I'm very thankful that I have thankful to Alex sir that he referred me that Rich Dad and Poor Dad, because I got so much financial knowledge after reading this book. And definitely I'll say everyone that definitely one should study this Rich Dad and Poor Dad. And after reading this book, my mindset is totally changed. It changed my total mindset, and it changed my total view of seeing things. Thank you.
Hi, this is Nivetha. I'm studying MBA in AM Business School. I'm going to talk about the book review called The Power of Full Engagement. The author is Jim Antony. The author says that the number of hours in a day is fixed, but the quality and the quantity of energy available to is not. The fundamental insight as the power of revolutions and the way you live. Managing energy, not time, is the key of enduring a high performance as well as the health, happiness, and life balance. The power of full engagement says that three things to follow step by step. It helps many athletes to have a high performance more effective for them also. That is mobilize 4 keys of source of energy. Balance energy expenditure with intermediate energy renewals. Expand the capacity in a same systematic way of elite athletes do. Create high specific positive energy and manage your rituals. The power of full engagement is the high physical and scientifical based approach to managing your energy and more skillfully. It provides a clear roadmap to becoming a more physically energized and emotionally connected and mentally focused and spiritually aligned, both on and off the job. Let's see what the book says. And the power of full engagement teach you how to manage the only thing worth managing, your energy, by telling you how to properly maintain your 4 kinds of energy, life of purpose, and accepting your limitations. 3 lessons to help you managing your energy better and work of full engagement. The first thing is manage your energy, not your time. It does not make sense, right? There seems to be a never end time to get things done. We gramp, we fight, we walk into a night, yet we can never wear catch up. But just because every day has a only 24 hours, that does not necessarily mean time to is the thing we need to be optimized. Uh, Optimized, and we have to keep our energy. Without a energy, you can have as much as time you want, but it's be no good, no use for that also. The second thing the author says that keep an eye on the four source of energy in your life. The four kinds of energy that are physical energy, emotional energy, mental energy, and spiritual. Physical energy is the most important and based on how will you sleep, how will you eat, and how will you exercise. Without a physical energy, you could not able to do anything. So most of the attention should be due to that. Emotional energies allows you to treat a situation with the broad set of feeling, not just let the world push your bottoms. It's the difference between yelling at the poor clerk in the store or taking their slogans with the smiles. Mental energy helps you not to cave when you things get tough and power through the boring part at work when you need to. Lastly is the spiritual energy. Spiritual energy is not about following the region. It's just a sort of compass of your life, pointing you in the right direction. Thank for clearing knowing your way of morals and values. When you is in need of guidance and or do not know what to do next, pay attention to these four kinds energy throughout your day, and you will notice they have much bigger impact in your performance that managing your time. And the third most thing is accepting your limitation. Just accept your limitation, just like you had been better off accepting a criticisms you get at work instead of dismissing it at a wrong or stupid. As avoiding the truth of shortcoming feels a good at first, it leaves our confidence intact. Yet, in a long run, we pay an expensive price for it. When you ignore a criticisms, keep doing the thing same way, you will make the same mistake over and over again. And every time you have to face the criticisms again, drain even more of your energy. Instead, try to accept that your point of view is just one of many, not necessarily the right one. It allows yourself to stay flexible and figure out how to overcome the barrier at work and faster. These are the main important three lessons the author says that we have to follow in our life to keep our to manage our energy, not at times. In this book, it is detailedly given and provides several blinks to help you to deal best with all your energies and wraps everything up nicely with some blinks about living in a life purpose and using habit to convince the energy. When I read this book, I love this quotes. This is my favorite one too. We grow the aspects of our life that we feed with energy and engagement. The chokes of those we despair to fuel. Your life is what you agree to attend. Written by Jim Lawyer. This is the things I had learned go through these books, and I have learned these books. I also recommend you to read these books. Thank you.